All right, I'm here to answer some questions. Wow, we're at 6:28. It's what have we been on this game here? An hour and a half. Okay. So it's a while. So Joshua, should I answer any questions or should I run away?
Yeah, I think we should close it down. There's some questions, some insights on how you should be lobbying this instead of just petitions and things like this. How we're going to actually lobby.
Give me those good questions. All right, give me those good questions. Look, first of all, lobbying. It's relationship building. You want to find out who your congressman is. We'll give you the information so that you know what to say to him about sanctions, what to say to him about synthetics, what to say to him about OFAC. Look, I've only taken three things. Okay. Sanctions, OFAC, and synthetics. Those are the three things. Synthetics, Federal Trade Commission, disclosure requirement. OFAC, we just want an answer. Russian source diamonds, yes. Russian source diamonds, no. And that's pretty straightforward. And regarding the question of what to do about this G7 proposal, we want support for our proposal. We want a very simple, straightforward way to control the flow of Russian diamonds into the United States using U.S. customs. We will explain it. I'll give you videos on it. If you need to, we'll even have someone talk to him, but get to know your congressman. Not even a question. And you may already know him. You must. I have a lot of respect for the jewelers out there. Look, we have jewelers in every single district. And they know all the important people in the community. So we need to just reach out. It's not like, now, in terms of signing petitions, you're going to get something from us. It'll be an email. It'll say, we would like you to sign the following thing. Like, for example, we would like you to support the Rapaport G7. Huh? You click, you put in your name, your kind of thing, and you click, and you say, okay, I'm supporting it. That's all. If you're going to want to talk to someone, a congressperson, and we have to get together and we have to say, okay, what should we say to the guy? We should give him a letter that describes exactly what we're after. And we ask him to please bring it up. Let a letter from the congressman go to OFAC and say, my constituent would like an answer to this question. And I think we can get 100 congressmen to do this. 100. And I'd like to see OFAC or the administration, but they can ignore them a little. 100 congressmen, they're not going to ignore. So we need to force the hands of government through our legislative branch. And that's where we have to go. But we're not going to spend money on big, campaigners. No. Just personal relationships, getting to know people. And we're going to make a list of congressmen, I guess, of people and say, are we able to get this guy on our list? I'm going to have to hire somebody who's going to look after this with us. We will, not asking people for money yet or not, whatever, but I think we need people that really care about these issues that I brought up. Joshua, what else have we got? Give me some of these questions. They're important.
Yeah, question, what do you think of the agreement between the government of Botswana and De Beers?
I think it's good. Look, let me just say that the government of Botswana isn't ready to do the diamond marketing dance yet. I don't think De Beers is either. But first of all, you have a hole in the ground and you need expertise. And I do believe De Beers are the best people in the world to do that, and they have ethical responsibility. De Beers is a decent company. I mean, every now and then they try to wiggle out and do some kind of stuff because they got a lot of employees, but they stay in their box, they're fine. Now, the question there is going to be marketing. So helping them with the mining, they have a mining agreement that they signed. No brainer. Now the question is the marketing. The question is the Botswana brand. I think I'm very pleased to see that De Beers realizes that the diamond engagement ring approach is ludicrous, crazy, Maybe they want to experiment with some nuclear weapons, bad decision-making, but nobody's perfect. The issue now in front of De Beers and Botswana is how you're going to sell those diamonds. You lose $2 billion. I'm telling you, I'm looking at $2 billion. 5.7 billion goes to 4.1 billion. What is that? 1.7, right? That's money that used to come in that's no longer coming in. You need to do something here to get that money back. You need to sell real diamonds. You need to market them. You need to make people desire them. De Beers walking away from that is a catastrophe for them, and they'll feel it now. They've milked everything you can milk from the momentum that existed. They got a new generation of consumers that look at them and say, I can buy a synthetic diamond. I don't need you. I don't want you. I don't like you, Mr. De Beers. So they have to support the jewelers. Things like what do you call it? Where they put down money and the jeweler puts down money. Co-op advertising. Look, it's still the same 3-stone ring program again. The exact same program if you can't figure anything out. But you got to do something. If you don't do something, you're going to lose that revenue. You can't take advantage. You can't imagine that it's going to happen. So the marketing is the trick between this agreement between De Beers and Botswana. And if De Beers can actually do what they used to be able to do, which is to do good marketing to the consumer, to explain why they should buy real diamonds and pay 10% more than something else. If they can do that, then they're definitely a wonderful agreement. If they don't, they can't do that. We're going to see more trouble in the pipeline here, a lot of trouble. And I think Botswana is going to feel it very painful. I remember the last time when we had these problems and De Beers stopped paying Botswana in November, December, I think it was terrible. So Botswana is very reliant on diamond revenue. So I hope that with De Beers, and I don't see any problem. De Beers is a wonderful company in so many ways. Again, I don't like what they're trying to do with this World Diamond Council. I'm very opposed to that. But I hope they'll be able to work with Botswana to create a Botswana brand, to be able to explain to people that this is a wonderful thing. And I must emphasize again, De Beers is doing a lot of things right. They're doing a lot of good things. Okay? So I think it's a good deal. I don't think there would have been a better partner for the government of Botswana. And I note that the Botswana is now taking goods over to Okavango. So they'll get to 50% in 10 years or whatever. But they're learning themselves how to market their products, which is also very healthy. And De Beers is helping them. So I'm positive on it. Something else, Joshua. Give me another good question. Joshua's on mute.
Many of the questions are just like repeating, a lot of them are repeating themselves of why on our lab grown called diamonds. We should.
You could talk to them. First of all, you can't call them diamonds. You can call them synthetic diamonds, lab grown diamonds, strange diamonds, cheap diamonds. I don't know. No, you can't call them cheap. You can't use the word diamonds without prefacing it with the word that indicates that. So they're not diamonds. The fact that jewelers lie about it or present them as real diamonds, that's because jewelers are not, some jewelers are not telling the truth. But the Federal Trade Commission took that decision. Ask yourself, you want to have a cute question? You guys want to think about something here? Let's imagine that we're able to create, through some chemical process, synthetic gold. Synthetic gold, now you can detect it, but it's only like, I don't know, $1 an ounce. Okay? Synthetic gold. We have machines, crank it out. How would the jewelry industry relate to that? You can call it gold, you can call it synthetic gold to the Federal Trade Commission, you can give it the name. What would happen? Well, eventually people would find out that synthetic gold is like cubic zirconium, moissanite, or some other product. This product differentiation has to take place. It is unfortunate that people are taking advantage of the word diamond and to fool consumers into thinking that it's the real thing. It's not the real thing. And it's not even like Avis used to say, we're number 2. It's not number 2. It's CZ on steroids. And CZ sells for $3.50 a carat. So it's an unfortunate thing. But I think that we are going to get buffeted by this continuously as new generations of consumers with new ideas of what they can and should buy emerge. What else, Joshua? One more or two more?
One more thing about the grading laboratories. What can we do again? That people are saying that the fact that GA and other labs are grading synthetic diamonds is causing great harm to the diamonds.
Yeah, I'll tell you something.
What can be done against that?
Well, I love GIA, but they've made a really silly mistake here. I'm sorry to hear they had to let go 151 people. And, whoever paid $520 or whatever $1 million for IGI is getting a wake-up call. The truth is that this stuff's going to crap. It's going down the toilet. So, I don't know. Why not start grading CZ? And you can give me VVS1, VVS2, VVS92. I don't know how you want to grade this stuff, but, it's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous because everybody's going to be creating FVVS plus diamonds, synthetic diamonds. They're going to be around like borscht, no problem, unlimited supply. And GI's grading them was a mistake. People make mistakes. They're a wonderful company. They're a wonderful culture. They try to do the right thing. I mean, I guess they couldn't, they wanted to see the money, but they honestly may have believed that it's their job to communicate to people the quality of products. And this is a product. I don't know why they're not doing other products like rubies, emeralds, sapphires. How's that? Okay. But this was easy to do and it was available. And you know what it was? We got high. Diamond industry got drunk. Everybody. The Bears, GIA, IG, everybody, the jewelers, Signet. Whoa, totally drunk. This is the greatest product in the. I love Prime Minister Modi. Fantastic individual, great leader. Got him wrong. Yeah, you know what's going to happen? These wafers that they be cut by laser machines that are going to turn out in melee or turn out these kind of synthetic diamonds, like for peanuts. You ever ask how is it possible that you can have beautifully cut cubic zirconia for $3.50 for a 1 carat stone? $3.50. And it's 2 carat, they'll give you the same price, 3.5 carat per carat. How is that possible? How'd they cut the stuff? Look at Swarovski cutting stuff. The technology of cutting synthetics is going to happen. And Prime Minister Modi, with all due respect, you're not going to increase your labor in India. The contrary, what you're doing is you're destroying the labor in India. I hope that won't happen, but I think India is pretty much at the end of its game with regards to diamonds. I think Botswana is the place to go. I know I am personally going to go into Botswana, not October. Yeah, after I go to Sierra Leone, which is a tough place. Let me tell you, baby, it's tough out there. Mosquito nets, you got all kinds of things, the water, electricity, and we're going up country to the Peace Diamond Village, to Korea. And then I'm going to Botswana. I think I'll be there around the 23rd or something of October. And I think Botswana is the new game in town. I think Botswana will succeed. I think Botswana will cut more diamonds. I think India will cut less diamonds. Indian companies might be there, which is fine. But I think the future of diamonds is Botswana, not India. And I think that they've made mistakes with the cubic zirconia, with the synthetics, and it'll cost them. The damage to the industry that we have created, that has been created here, because people have been told, you got to get engaged, you can do it cheaper. I got something that came to me on LinkedIn from a young woman who told me that her boyfriend had taken her to the top of the Eiffel Tower and proposed to her with a synthetic diamond. She felt so upset about it that I don't know what else happened, but she didn't marry the guy in the end. And she said, you had said there was some movie I was in, and I said that women, not just women, it could be gays, it can be other people, I'm not anti whatever it is, gender or whatever, but women are like projecting the value of the diamond onto themselves. See how much he loves me? See how much he spent on me? And the fact that it doesn't have any utility, I mean, how far are you going to go with a woman in America? You buy a washing machine. You buy a washing machine in Sierra Leone, it's something, but it's not function. It's the fact that the diamond doesn't have any utility, but it's still given as an expensive gift that makes it so valuable emotionally. Never underestimate the value of emotions and the value of creating those emotions. So this young woman said that I was absolutely horrified and stuff. And then when she saw what I said, and you can produce that women, she said, that's exactly how I felt. You kind of made me feel better because I didn't think I was crazy when I felt that he gave me this thing. So I think that this idea that we've been trying to express to the millennials and to Gen Z, to the extent that they are getting married, which I don't know if they're up to it yet, it's a shame. It's a long-term damage. And I think we're going to have to fix it. The bears will have to fix it. Jewelers will have to fix it. So that's going to cost us. And we're going to have to now claw back the engagement ring market. I think we will. I don't think it's going to be a problem because, again, they'll be cheap. But I get a big warning to the fine jewelry sector. We can win it. If we get off our butts, we can win it. But fashion jewelry, I'm afraid, is, and it's competition. That's not what God created the world. We created fashion jewelry, created people. I'm not freaking out. It is what it is. But we have to fight for the fine jewelry business. And that price differential there, wow. We're going to have to justify it. And that's going to be a very big challenge. And I think that the Bears has to work cut out for them. We, jewelers on the front lines, We have to train them. We used to have the diamond promotion service. We have to train them that they have to counter this idea that you can just give a gift that, doesn't matter. I'll just buy the cheaper thing. And, in the end, we have to be up to diamonds. We have to be up to diamonds. We have to recognize diamonds are special.